Chapter 1, Mishnah 6. The rest of this chapter discusses the Hall of the Fire, the large structure named for the many warming fires located there for the benefit of the Kohanim, who walked barefoot while performing the Avodah. Our Mishnah describes how the Hall of the Fire contained 4 smaller rooms within it. There were 4 smaller chambers in the corners of the Hall of the Fire that were like the small rooms that open into a palace. The Hall of the Fire was built on the border between the courtyard and the Temple Mount. This meant that half of the hall had the higher sanctity of the courtyard, while the other half did not. The 2 southern chambers were in the sanctified half of the hall, in the courtyard, and the 2 northern chambers were in the unsanctified half on the Temple Mount. And the ends of wooden beams protruding from the eastern and western walls of the hall separated between the sanctified half and the unsanctified half to mark the boundary between them. The Mishnah describes the purpose of each of the 4 chambers. For what were these chambers used? The southwest chamber, that was the chamber of sacrificial lambs, where they kept a number of unblemished lambs to be used for the Tamid offerings. The southeast chamber, that was the chamber of the makers of the Lechem HaPanim, where the panim breads, the special loaves that were kept on the table in the Heichal, were baked each week. In the northeast chamber, the Hashmonaim stored the stones of the Mizbeach that the Greek kings defiled. In the northwest chamber was the entrance to a tunnel by which the Tamid Kohanim would go down to the immersion room located beneath the temple.